Hey everyone, it's Stranger Grayson here. Welcome back to another horror movie review. Today, we're continuing the Saw franchise. We're actually getting down to the last few films, and I've watched this one and the next one, so hopefully I can get these reviews out at the same time. If I don't, please forgive me. I'm going to be busy this week with Vacation Bible School and everything. I got to help teach, just help choreography. I suck at dancing. I don't even know why I'm ranting to you guys right now. I'm so sorry. Anyway, today we're going to be reviewing Saw 3D or Saw the Final Chapter, whatever you want to call it. It's a Saw film. This was something. It came in a 10 film collection. It's got all the Saws. Anyway, Saw 3D. What is it about? So, Saw 3D picks up right where the last film left off, Saw 6, with, again, spoilers. If you don't want to hear spoilers, click away. I'm only spoiling the ending of 6, that's why I'm saying that. The businessman dies at the end. I forget his name. I'm sorry, guys. Then Hoffman gets put in a bear trap by Jill Tuck, and he's able to escape right before it opens up. So he's pissed, and basically this whole film is about him getting revenge on Jill Tuck. But there is, of course, another plot with traps and everything. This is a Saw film after all. Then Hoffman's on the run from the police after they found out what he's done. You know, he's a, apprentice. And he's on the run, basically, from FBI, everyone involved. He killed Perez and Erickson, and yeah, that sucked. We get introduced to our new group of folks that are going to be in these traps. First one is Bobby Dagan, or Bobby Deegan. I think it's Bobby Dagan. He's a guy that has survived a Saw trap, and he's going around publishing books and everything about how he survived, and then he hosts focus groups. I thought it was nice. A lot of the original people that were in his traps came back for this movie. You had the guy from Saw 5 who put his hand in the saw. You had the girl from Saw 6 who cut her arm off. You had, what's his name? You had the mother from Saw 6 that was in the trap with the acid and everything. So, yeah, you got introduced to a lot. Then you finally see Dr. Is it Dr. Gregory? I think it might be Dr. Gregory. I think that might be his name. I'm so sorry, guys. It's been forever since I watched the first movie. So, he's there as well. And Bobby Dagan gets kidnapped by Hoffman, because Hoffman still has one more game, and it's got Bobby Dagan and some of his friends that are involved. So he's put in a trap, and come to find out, the reason why he's put in there is because he actually faked being in a Saw trap. He never was in a Saw trap. So now they're going to prove his theory and everything about what he's been talking about in his books. So yeah, that gets crazy. Then we have a side plot with this guy named Gibson. He's protecting Jill Tuck from Hoffman, who's coming after her and everything. Gibson is played by the guy that played Todd in Final Destination, but I forgot his name. You'll recognize him. Looks pretty similar. Gibson has some history with Hoffman and really hates his guts. So they put Jill Tuck in like a safe house, and then move her to somewhere else. Anyway, they're protecting her while these games are happening, and Hoffman's coming after her. So, yeah, this film definitely has a lot going on. I gotta be honest, this was probably my least favorite out of the ones that I've watched. Like, the 3D sucks in here, if I gotta be honest, and the opening trap, kind of lame compared to some other ones, if I gotta be honest. Just, you have two guys and a girl, they're all struck up, or pinned up. It's actually a public trap, which I thought was a good concept, and I liked the concept, but I'm genuinely confused on how Hoffman put them in that trap. Like, how do you get past security and police and putting all these guys in the... I don't know. Not trying too hard to think about that. Anyway, opening kill, very good. If you like kills in the franchise, you'll like this movie. But I don't know, just... This film was just too chaotic for me. It just had a lot of side plots and characters doing things. The thing with Jill Tuck and Hoffman, then you had Gibson, and then you had Bobby Dagan. It was just a lot to try to follow, and it definitely got annoying at some parts. The kills, some were creative, some were not. I liked a kill where it was painful to watch. Like, I really hated some of these kills, but the way he set up his traps were very creative. Basically, there was a trap where one of Bobby Dagan's coworkers had like a key to her lockbox, and the box was connected to like a power switch for these poles that were gonna like drive into her neck. But the problem was the key was hooked onto a fishing line, and it's in her stomach. So and the way the pipes moved was if she made noise or like screamed, they would move in closer until it like punctured her throat. So you can imagine how painful that would be, trying to yank out a fishing line like from your stomach without screaming and everything. I mean, it was hard to watch. I'm not going to spoil any other kills, but if you're in Saw for kills, you'll like it. It's basically it's a torture porn type movie. You'll enjoy that. There were some kills that were like very mean-spirited though. Then the ending and the twist you had, honestly, you could kind of see coming. I'm not going to say who it was. I'm not going to say what happened. But if you watch this film from start to finish, you can understand why this twist is not surprising. Especially with some of the flashbacks you get. It's, it really wasn't surprising to me. Then, I did like the callbacks, how they tied everything in together. That was nice, at least. But other than that, this film was just very bland, and I don't know if I could watch it again. I mean, like, if I was doing a Saw binge, I would struggle to get through this, but it's definitely not my least favorite film of all time. I mean, there's worse ones. Take a look at Wrong Turn 5, Bloodlines, or Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, for example. But, I don't know. This, honestly, was kind of disappointing, and probably my least favorite in the franchise so far. It may change. I don't know. We still got 3 more movies. But, yeah. So, that was Saw 3D. Definitely kind of disappointing. But I guess that has been my review on Saw 3D. Definitely some major issues. Plot was everywhere. Didn't really enjoy a lot of the subplots. Gore was nice. I mean, the 3D aspect didn't work. I mean, you got this with a lot of late 2000s and mid 2000s. They always wanted to go for the 3D aspect. I mean, you had My Bloody Valentine 3D, and then you had, what else do you have? Yeah, Solid 3D, you had Part 3 3D, Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. There might be some other ones that I'm forgetting, but, Final Destination, I think, was 3D. The Final Destination, like Part 4, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, 3D aspect didn't really work for this film, if I gotta be honest. I guess it just depends on what you're watching it on, but when I watched it on my PS5, with my TV, didn't really work that well. So, anyway, I think that's enough ranting for me. This has been my review on Saw 3D. Kind of disappointing, but, I mean, it's not terrible. If I'd rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 6.5. Definitely one of my least favorite so far out of the franchise. But, that's just my opinion. What is everyone's thoughts on Saw 3D? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Really love to hear your thoughts on it. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me throughout this franchise. I might have a horror movie haul coming out soon. Not sure when, but I have one soon. Waiting on stuff to come in the mail. And yeah, so I actually might have a horror movie haul to upload later. Well, I do have one to upload later. But anyway, sorry guys. Thank you for watching this review. Please stay tuned. It's probably going to be another Saw movie, or you never know, it may change. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. God bless, and have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.